Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play an escaped convict. How do you let them out? I don't understand. Boom, guess what? Shakedown. Are there just not enough prisoners or staff? Like, 2 more guards. We'll deploy guard patrol. There's 2 of you patrolling right here, and you still let them get away. How is that possible? What are you doing? Armed patrol. Boom. Don't let them get away. Dog patrol. Boom. Walk up and down the flippin' street. God. Boom. Dogs, where are you? Boom, boom. Go. You cannot seriously be... Yes, shake it down. Shake everything down. Weapons and tools are gone. Gone, I tell ya. Love it. I cannot understand how in the world you let them escape out the front flippin' gate. Look at our cash flow. Why is that the case? It has something to do with the 5,000 in wages for guards. Reform programs, we just hammered out the reform programs. Food, oh boy, okay. Well, tax relief, boom. We'll take out a loan too if we have to. We got 6 days to go. Short-term investment, still 30 hours away. I'll bring in some more prisoners, but did they get paroled or what happened there? There's still 18 that are up for parole. How many are coming in? 4 more coming in a few hours. We'll be, I mean, not great. Oh, we got commission? So your needs must be like met, right? Spirituality not met. How is that not met? Is there not there's a program we can run to do that? Why not? If we're spending money, why not do it? Spiritual guidance. Pews. Get her done. It's going to cost us a fortune. That's fine. We got to start making exports is what this is boiling down to, right? So we're also going to do some trees. Forestry. Boom. Get her done, son. Plant those trees and harvest those trees and turn them into glorious, glorious wood planks. And then make us some money in the export field. Hopefully before bad things happen. Yes, lipstick on a pig is how this session started like 3 videos ago. And now I finally... we moved into this place. And I mean, I'm not a color or design guy, but I mean, they were colors that I would have not picked on the wall, but they're not bad. I mean, they're just, it's like an off gray and like a dark green, which when you say out loud kind of sounds awful, but I mean, who cares? And wasn't really that bad. But lots of little imperfections, little holes in the wall, years of some other person. You know, you stick a tack on the wall to hold up a Christmas decoration or whatever, right? Years and years of that, it catches up with you. So I patched all those little holes, just filled them in, smoothed them out, and then bought paint that matched the existing paint because I'm not making any grand decisions or changing anything because I know that I'm leaving in a couple months, right? So it's like, why would I do that? Look at that. So that helped with our costs by bringing that up. Do we have any other prisoners coming in? No. Why is that? Interesting. Probably because of family obligations. There's a baby in there. What do you need? Family. There's visitation rooms. I don't understand. Nobody's visited in a while, right? 1 visitor is due today. Oh, there you are, right there. Your mama. Still got a ton of parole. Does that have to be restarted? No, it's still going. Wait, we got one who passed. Nice. Our investments have got to be coming due soon. We do need to do something about this equilibrium here, though, and I mean, they're earning their money, but same token, there's too many of you. I can't have you all. So anyone who's tired, well, I mean, there's lots of you who are tired, but you're also tired because you're working. So I mean, it's not a ton of money, but 3 prisoners to work here. They're learning, but are they passing? No, we don't know yet. This is a sink, he says. We got 2 who passed. That's actually good. Put you in there. You'll be our success story. We just need 1 more. Exhausted staff. I don't know what else to do for you. Do you just need... Oh, okay, so they were coming in to clean. Okay, I don't want you cleaning here. Is really what the issue here is, right? Logistics. That's laundry. There's nothing to do with cleaning. Interesting. Like, I can have your laundry distribution controlled out of here, but I can't have your cleaning. I don't want them cleaning there. Like, we have people who do that. Interesting. 0 prisoners arriving. Okay, well, I'll take my $49 a day, and that'll be fine. $49 a day, would that be a livable wage? Not for some people, I guess. For me, $49 a day? I mean, that's not great, but like, it's so not great that it's like actually horrible. But free time, boom, shake down, shake it all down, baby. Yeah, when I'm still finding drills on people, then yes, we're doing shakedowns. Look at that. The supply was taken care of. Like, no, I would still want things shaken down. Keep clicking the wrong button. I guess I'm gonna have to start doing metal detectors. I hate that I have to do that, but I'm thinking metal detectors at these doors would solve a lot of problems. I've already got the staff patrolling there. Oh my god, where's the metal detectors? Please. Oh, there we go. Metal detector. I can't put it there, but I could put it there and there. And every time they come in or out, so that things don't make it into the cells, would be the ideal situation. Shake it all down. I want it all. Yes, no more narcotics. Very few weapons and tools. Few luxury, a knife. And you want all these wonderful programs to reform you. And I find you with a knife in your cell. It's just, I'm trying here, but you're testing my patience. Well, we're almost going to get our short-term investment. When that comes up, is there anything else we want to do? Nutrition, I mean, it's a crapshoot, that one is, because foundation education, nobody passes foundation education. No, nobody passes general education. Yeah, the general education one. That's, yeah, they only want you to do one. Yeah, guess why? Because nobody ever is able to do it. Nobody's passed this yet? We've got all these blocks to go through yet. Is that why? That's like a lot of blocks. They want a lot of sessions out of that. Oh no, it's just one more there. The gray is how many? The dark gray. Yes, I never understood this. Yeah, foundation. The red bar, I think, marks the progress, right? Okay, so there's our thing. Are we gonna try it? I mean, nobody. I don't. 20 school desks. We don't even have that. We'd have to build another classroom or reconfigure this classroom to accommodate more desks. I mean, we probably could. It just wouldn't look pretty. I mean, we lose a lot of room here. If we take this desk out, take out this wall, turn this whole area into desks, school desks, I think we might be able to match it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'd only need 5 more. It's definitely doable, but then we're down to only one classroom, which means you're either running the foundation or the general, I think. And I don't think that is going to work. What are you people still wanting? Family. Well, I mean, I don't get it. There's visitation right here. There's phones. There. Yeah, there you go. So those phones are all full. There's a one phone here and here that's not full. There you go. Okay, so phones do fill up. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. It's needed and then it gets met. So, I mean, what more? How am I losing money again? I mean, our margins were not that great. I'll give you that. But, oh, tax relief still hasn't come through yet. You will save $1,500 per 10,000 of daily profit. Okay. Per 10,000 of daily profit. Income. We're not even making 10,000 yet. We're only paying $53 in taxes. Speaking of which, it is tax season coming up. I know. Isn't that horrifyingly terrifying? Yes, get spiritualized. Yes. Yes, teach that. Whatever. Spirituality is better than it has been. Luxury is still a problem. Serve these people their luxuries. No, don't go. Don't let them through there. Don't let them through. You don't get to go out there. I never said you could go out here. Unreal. Okay, fine. You know what? We'll do a second layer of fence. And then you can't go and get the goods, can ya? Well, you'll be able to get some of them, but... Boom. Boom, there. Is there not a dog patrol out here? Yes, patrol. Like, why is he not sniffing the stuff? Sniff that stuff, please. Okay, that's fine. What's the grant we want to take? I don't think there's any that I want to take. Education never goes. I'm not doing wiring. I'm not expanding this to 100. Nutrition, I mean, we can toy around with that, but I've had major prison riots break out when we do the single low quantity, low variety meal for 2 days. That seems terrifying. 3 high variety, high quantity meals for 2 days. That's going to mess with our cash, but oh, do we have the people to work in the kitchen yet? No, we don't. Are we still running that program? Yes, we are. What is this? No free cells. How did you get out there? Why did we take you on? 48 out of 42. What is your problem? What is your deal? Your normal security. 48 out of 52. Two family cells. Put them in the holding cell, for crying out loud. I thought that's what the holding cell was for. I've never had this. Like, this is never... I don't know what I've done here. If something has changed. It's very odd. I find this all very, very strange. Huh. First of all, I don't know how you got out here. You're basically, you're doomed because there's no way to get to you now. Just like you. How did you get in here? Are you guys trapped as well? Or did you hop the fence? Something tells me you're all trapped in here. Yeah, you're trapped. You're totally screwed. Okay. Well. Oh, we'll give you a staff door, I suppose. Oh, it was just because they couldn't get to the cell. So it triggered this flashing. Now that they can get out and be escorted to their cell, they will eventually be fine. I mean, that makes some semblance of sense, I suppose. Almost as much sense as me moving 3 times in the last... I lived in the same house for the last 10 years. We collected a lot of, not junk, but a lot of life stuff in those 10 years that have to be moved. Never, I think my wife painted one. Like, we painted the kids' rooms when we moved in. Maybe my wife painted once, I think, after that in the 10 years. There was never any need. You know, I look back at that house because, like I said, I still own it. I lived in the same house for 10 years. Never owned any other house. Now, I own 3 houses. And I've got painting. I got things to do. Anyway, I'm looking at the old house. And I'm like, we never did anything with this house. Like, and I start kind of not feeling bad, but like, was I a bum? Were we hoarders? And it's like, well, no, it was small. Like, it was totally livable and completely sanitary. It's just, we never did anything fancy until, well, my wife had recently done a little bit of work in the kitchen. Again, design is not my thing. I did the plumbing, some of the electrical, but the designing of it, she wanted, oh, I want cabinets here like this and the counter to go like this now. So she moved all that around. I helped her with some of the heavy lifting and then the plumbing and electrical. And that was just done, 5 months before we moved, moved 100 feet to the right. And then, yeah, so my point is we never really did much painting. Like, the house was a young family house, totally sanitary, clean in that respect, but not fancy. We never did the fancy things. Oh, we're not going to do porcelain, marble this, and proper granite countertops. And no, it was just whatever was passable. We're not going to paint all the time because the kids are just smudging it up anyway. So they smudge it up and we just clean it. And then they smudge it and we clean it. Why am I going to paint to give them a new color to smudge? Doesn't make any sense. But now, so that's the old house is looking rough. When things are moved out of it, and you go back and you say, why didn't we paint this? Why didn't we change this trim? And in retrospect, it should have been done because we're not in there now, but we still own it and still will own it. And it's like, yeah, we need to do some work. And then here on the 100 feet to the right, it's like it's very superficial stuff we had to do, and we're doing it. And it's like, wow, what a difference. We could have been living like this in the old house to some extent. I mean, the kids are also older now, and when I say, hey, stop smudging the walls, they don't smudge the walls anymore. So like I say, I've painted all this house. Basically is done now. Upstairs, I'm gonna do a little bit of touch-ups in the basement in the coming days. And it's just like, yeah, this is like an adult's house now. It's not a young family's house to be smudged. It's an adult's house to be enjoyed. The trim is all crisp and clean. The walls are freshly painted and clean, and everything is wonderful. And it has to be that way because this house will be sold in the near future. Will be offered for sale. Hopefully it becomes taken for sale. Are people eating? I'm really, honestly, I've had enough of these ladies anyway. We seem to have struck some kind of equilibrium. I said that before and then had a couple escapes. No more escapes out the front door. How's our let's check it out. How's our situation? Most of them fall into here. There's a few here we could do. All the way up here, they're going to have access to all this all the time because, I don't know, just because for some reason my guards have decided they can let these people through here. Yep, search it all. Like I said, that's, if there's anything that you're going to take away from this series, it's the story of my life. This prison architect has been the story of my life, right? I run the regular prisons to get when I first bought the game, learning the ropes, fine. I say, I'm going to boot it up and do an afternoon of Let's Play Prison Architect. I boot it up, I run through the campaign, reacquaint myself with the mechanics. Oh yeah, everything's going good. I'm running a prison. Everything is running smooth. It's a traditional prison. Okay, let's boot up, let's play. So I boot up, make a new prison, let's play Prison Architect. An afternoon, this is going to be great. Roman and his adoring fans. And then I get here, and I say, oh, let's go with women inmates. Everything goes, I'll be nice. I'll give you all these programs. I'll give you all this space. You get a common room right in your cell block. Plenty of showers, decent-sized cells. Everything is going lovely. You have a wonderful yard, canteen. Look at all this visitation, all these things you can do, and they just take advantage of me. The brawls, the deaths, the escapes, the drugs. My God, the drugs. And it's just like, and I'm, oh my God, the story of my life. I'm kind and make plenty of accommodations for the ladies, and I just get taken advantage of. Tunnels, the tunnel system. Do you remember the tunnels? How many times we walked over these tunnels with our dogs, and then they just escape, and it's just like, ladies, I gave you everything, and you wanted more, and I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do. Drugs, overdosing again, and it's just like, I'm so sorry. I've let you down. I failed you. I failed myself. We're losing money. I'm running these programs. Is anybody passing these programs? I accidentally spied you naked in the shower. I did not intend for that. People are passing. Oh, look at this. We can actually, this will be a good way to send things off. Put our prisoner in there. We get that grant completed. That's a good thing. There we go. Look at that. I mean, we could continue to wait for funds. We could continue to mess with the nutrition. But given the time, look at the money's starting to come back. It's going to hover around. I mean, it's not I would never call this a successful prison. This has not been what I would define as a success. But in the future, it could be workable. I would expand this canteen out to here, buy another chunk of land, add another cell block, or add it down here, another cell block of these dimensions to fit another 50 prisoners, give them their own common room, laundry, shower, all that stuff. Expand the canteen out, Maybe we're trying to run like a maximum and then a minimum and normal area, and then have them in the canteens at different times. See if that would work. You know, bulk out this kitchen a little bit with more gear if needed, move it into the canteen area. I just, this funneling in thing is where problems happen, and having minimum and maximum securities at the same time probably leads to issues. Not a ton of food available for people, but you know how it is, right? I think we walk away from this knowing that we walk away with a functionable prison, and it may not be the greatest, but it will get the job done. And for that, you know, I mean, what more can you really ask for out of life, right? Things are functioning. Things are functioning in my prison, and things are functioning in my own life to a certain extent. And for that, we will always be eternally, what's the word? Oh yeah, grateful. Thanks very much. I'm not a bad person. See you soon.